Hi, I'm Tom Smothers, and welcome to the original Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour.
Hi, I'm Dick Smothers. Our shows were taped before a live audience at Television City in Hollywood in the late 60s, and the show you're about to see first aired on March 30th, 1969.
March 30th, 1969, it first aired.
I thought I said that.
I just repeated because that's kind of important. That's when it first aired.
Well, do you know who our guests were?
Nope.
Well, our guests were Joan Baez, Jackie Mason, John Hartford, and the comedy troupe called The Committee.
Now, Joan Baez has often been called the conscience of her generation. She adamantly opposed the war in Vietnam and used her songs to promote the cause of nonviolence. Just a few months after she did this show, she incidentally performed at Woodstock.
Jackie Mason was a very big comic in the 60s, and he appeared regularly on TV variety shows until he got in trouble over an incident on the Ed Sullivan Show.
I'll tell you this, I'll tell you that, but he didn't do this, he just did that, but then he said this,
He's always moving his hands around, and evidently something happened that shouldn't have happened. But we loved Jackie's act, and this was the second time performing with us on the show. Since the show aired just about 2 weeks before the dreaded tax deadline on April 15th, we decided to do some sketches about taxes.
I thought we did the tax thing because Joan Baez was so adamantly against the war in Vietnam. She made a public announcement about withholding 60% of her tax dollars that went to support the war in Vietnam.
Oh,
I love her. I think she stood up and she stood out, and she's still standing up.
Well, yes, she's a woman of her convictions. So here's what the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour looked like on March 30th, 1969.
March 30th, 1969.
Well, remember that date.
You have speed? Smothers Brothers, 0223. Air, take one.
This side?
Good afternoon, Mr. Phipps. This mission, should you decide to accept it, will prove to be one of the most important and dangerous missions of your career. It involves freeing one of the most important secret agents in this country's history from a solid granite prison cell 5,000 feet beneath the ocean underneath a radioactive volcano. Should you decide to undertake this mission, you know that your life will be in constant danger. Good luck. The sandwich will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Joan Baez, John Hartford, Nino Tempo and April Stevens. The Committee, special guest star Jackie Mason. The Jimmy Joy Singers, the Ron Poindexter Dancers, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra. From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
famous song is known to every schoolchild and expresses the arduous labors of the boatmen as they push their boats up the long and treacherous Volga River. And it is a true work song for the men who work to its cadence.
That's true. You see, originally, my brother knows this, and I'm just going to reiterate it, but originally, the boatmen, they just worked and they didn't have anything to work with. They would just make grunts and groans and as they pushed the boats up the river, but because they were very creative guys, most of these boatmen, very creative and real swingers, they just got up there and created some musical things to make their day more interesting as they had to work on the river.
And they start off very primitively.
Yeah, but
how did the primitive work song go?
This is what they created, these guys, all together, working together, they created this song.
Okay, like what?
La 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 la. See, they were a lot of fun.
That's right.
You wouldn't want to go camping with any one of them for any length of time because
Actually, it did make their work easier because they worked to the song and the cadence there, and they helped them pull their boats up the river.
That's right. They had these big boats, these big flat boats like this, and they'd stand on the back with these poles.
This a flat boat?
Yeah, some of the guys that couldn't sing too good, they'd be back here in the back here. Sometimes there'd be kind of the little guys with the high voices who would sit up in the front here, and most of the guys would sit in the back with these poles.
That's
work
right.
their
Now,
boats.
I think it'd be interesting. Why don't you tell the people why they used poles?
Well, they tried Romanians, Dickie, but see, you put a Romanian, the minute they get their head in the water, they go limp. So they had to use poles.
You don't understand. They used wooden poles.
They tried to use wooden Romanians, too.
All right, no, Tony, the reason that the boatmen used poles is that they were not strong as they were not strong enough to row their boats up against the treacherous and long and arduous Volga River. Now, to get into this song, Tom, and to really have the feeling of identity with the song, I think you're going to have to get in and identify with these Volga boatmen, rough, robust, virile, very brawny men.
Oh, yuck, man.
That's it. Now you're getting it.
Yeah. Oh, we're the mighty Volga boatmen.
That's right. That's good.
Pushing, straining, sweating, swearing, spitting.
That's right.
We're very vulgar. We're the Volga boatmen.
That's right, Tommy. I could see by the way you're identifying with these boatmen that you're really starting to get the feel of the song, trying to get the character of the song.
My name is Tomasov Smothers. Tote that barge, lift that bale. Get a little drunk. We get drunk. We drink vodka. Us powerful Volga boatmen drink vodka.
You've really got it now, but you made one little error. In Russia, they don't drink vodka.
Yes,
They drink vodka. They say vodka.
We tote that barge. We drink vodka. We drink too much vodka. We vomit.
Yes, Tommy, but you're proud.
Yeah.
You may vomit, but you're proud, right?
Yeah.
You're proud because your boat takes you to all the historical landmarks of ancient Russia, to Leningrad,
Leningrad.
to Stalingrad.
Stalingrad. Stalin, named after Stalin,
And
Stalingrad. And
that's right,
Leningrad,
Leningrad.
named after Lenin sisters.
Name-
Little Russian humor. I think I'll vomit.
And you're proud of the great cultural heritage of Mother Russia.
Yeah, you bet my boots.
You're right.
I'll vomit my boots
All right.
in a minute.
And what is the greatest cultural export that the Russians have? It's the ballet, the greatest ballet in the world.
The world's greatest ballet.
Bolshoi.
No, really, it's the world's greatest ballet. The Bolshoi Ballet. I,